Hello everyone and welcome back to MTU Esports. Today we have Call of Duty Week 5. The Michigan Tech Huskies Call of Duty team going to be taking on Fisher College in the Playfly Varsity Premier League. I'm Jake, I go by Scrimby, and today I'm joined by...
I'm David.
All right, and let's go over the rosters real quick. So David, who are we going to see today?
So for the Tech players, we've got our captain Maximilian as Scuba, we've got Christian as Clutch Russ, we've got Daniel as Pinery, and then Trent as Twent. And then for the Fisher College players, we've got Oh Snap, we've got Dory Not Nemo, we've got Lucassi, and then we've got Des Mays.
All right, so Fisher and the Huskies so far, a bit of a different story for how their season's gone. The Huskies off to a bit of a rough start. They're currently 1-3. Their forfeit came off of a forfeit win against San Jose State. Fisher has only actually played 2 matches that have not ended in a forfeit so far, but they've looked really good in both those games, 3-0 and a 3-1 against 2 of the stronger teams in the conference. So Fisher, a very strong team to go up against. Gonna be a fight for the Huskies, but the Huskies have been looking a lot better week to week. Week 1, pretty rough showing against Mars Hill, but since then we've seen a lot of progress, especially in Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. So maybe the Huskies are in a spot where they can start taking these points back. Let's see what they can do. But I guess, David, before we continue, is there anything, like gameplay-wise, you're looking for here for Michigan Tech? Just what do you think their mind space is going into this matchup?
I mean, they know they're going to be playing a probably better team based on just the record. So they can just take this as a learning curve. So whenever you play a better team, you always want to learn what they do and reflect off of that. But they know that they can perform against better teams as they have in the past, especially against their own, like their game mode, like S&D. So they're definitely going to be searching to dig into that.
Yeah, and S&D, that has been one of their stronger modes, putting up pretty good round scores against every opponent since week 1, really. So we'll see if they can continue that. We do have the maps for you ready, so let's go over those real quick. Map 1 is going to be Hardpoint. That's going to be on Vista. Map 2 will be Search and Destroy on Rio, which looked really good for Huskies last week. Map 3 is going to be Control Point on Invasion, so the usual there. Map 4, if we have it, will be Hardpoint on 6 Star, and the closer, Map 5, will be Search and Destroy, this time on Invasion. So similar maps, but new modes getting mixed in there for each of them, so we'll see how that goes. The players are loading into the lobby now, so I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to the Michigan Tech Esports YouTube channel if you have not already. Trying to build up some subscribers here on YouTube. Also, we are streaming this on Twitch, so if you prefer the Twitch layout, all that stuff, go follow us on Twitch as well. The tag is MTU Esports. But it looks like our lobby is loading here for Game 1 on Hardpoint. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, I guess any final closing thoughts going in here?
Let's go Huskies.
All right, let's see what happens. All right, and let's go ahead and get the game pulled up here. Oh, we only have 3 players in for Fisher. So, while that gets sorted, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go to quick intermission, and we'll be right back for the start of Game 1. See you then. everybody, welcome back. It would not be a COD stream if we were not having difficulties with the lobby, so we figured we'd just update you, still getting that sorted out, but hopefully should be ready to go in the near future. Before we do that though, if you need to be close to campus next year, we have places for that. Find the perfect location, live where you want to live. Go check out houghtonforrent.com if you're looking for a place next year. Thank you so much to Bradway Enterprises for sponsoring the stream. Once again, hopefully in a bit we'll have Game 1 ready for you. It will be Hardpoint on Vista when we load in. We'll see you there. Back in a bit. And here we are, Hardpoint on Vista, this match underway. Here we go. Michigan Tech, their scoreboard on the left-hand side of your screen. Fisher on the right. Going to be a quick Hardpoint matchup starting here on P1. Hunter picking up 2 quick kills on the side, but for now, Clutch Russ holding the point for Michigan Tech, picking up some points early for them. Reminder for Hardpoint, the first to score 250 points wins the game. Fisher in control now, snapping, and Lucasi, I think, are currently on the point. Clutch Russ does get a kill, gets quickly traded by Scott, though. Fisher still in control of the point, but very early in this game. Snapping gets taken down, and for now, Huskies with tentative control. We'll see how long it holds. And Scuba just looking for an off angle here, trying to find a way onto site, pick up some frags. Not seeing anything here. Michigan Tech is going to elect to reset and hold P2 as long as they can. I like this strategy here. We're going to get a ton of points there on P1, so just lock up as many as you can on the fresh point. Nice kill there by Pinery, going to slow down the Fisher assault. And a big kill there by Clutch Russ, or Twent, excuse me, keeping the point in Michigan Tech's side. A big nade there from Scuba as well. Huskies held the point well and still may be in control when this is all said and done, but for now, Fisher provisionally in control, about double the Huskies' current score. But a lot more fight out of Michigan Tech so far in this hardpoint match than we saw early in the season. They made a lot of progress on hardpoint, a really solid showing against RIT last week, and they're just doing a much better job of securing points. They're learning when to surrender basically each hardpoint and move on to the next one. That's been a huge factor in them picking up significantly more points in these games. Not going to stop Clutch Russ from picking up a kill as that point ends, though.
Looks like that's what they're going for again here with securing that next point.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the Huskies currently on it. Fisher is looking to surround them. We'll see if they can get away with it. Pinery has to jump off site, gets killed anyway. And Fisher quickly takes control, but immediately walks off the point. It's wide open for the Huskies if they can get over there. Still nobody on the point. And now finally O'Snappin going to start picking up points for Fisher. But pretty quickly, Twent in a position to respond. Looking for the kill there, gets the kill. Big play there. Hunter does get the trade. And the point still unoccupied, but now taken over by Fisher. Scuba slowly moving up, just trying to take out these Fisher players, mess with their spawns a bit. Huskies want some points here. Fisher starting to run away on the scoreboard. Still plenty of time left, mind you. But a 60-point deficit, much harder to come back from than 20. Pinery looking to flush out Scott with some nades. Not going to get it there, though. Snapping going to push Pinery. Gets a headshot. Fisher going to quietly hold this point until it expires, and they are currently in control of P4. Just going to have Snappin sitting in the corner on the site, but here comes a possible push from the Huskies. Scuba spots a player. Nice work there. Clutch Russ in position, looking for a push. Contests the site. Does get taken down by Snappin. Fisher, for now, holds the point. It seems like a strategy change might be in order for the Huskies here. It just seems like they're not able to crack the Fisher defense on any of these points so far. What do you think the strategy is here? Do they just surrender this point now? I mean, there's 30 points to give up, but What are your thoughts on this situation for MTU?
Yeah, with this much time left and them they're kind of sprawled out a little bit and getting picked off one by one, I think that definitely constitutes a kind of a retreat and group up for at least a couple seconds.
Yeah, it is something where it just seems like they're not able to do much of a group push. There's a nice trade by Clutch Rust, at least making some progress for the Huskies. And P5 has shown itself now on the map. Currently, we have Scuba at least sitting near it, and we'll start picking up points for Michigan Tech, but we'll see how long this defense holds. Fisher swarming the point already. They're going to elect to go to mid instead, pick up some kills so they know they can just take out Scuba and secure the point themselves. That is exactly what they do. And now the Huskies once again on the offensive trying to retake a hard point. Fisher over halfway to completing their objective at 160 points now. First to 250 wins the game. Desme looking for a way onto site there. Does get taken out. But players getting traded left and right for the Huskies. Pinery does get a trophy system down. That should help counter some kind of push. But so far, Fisher having no issue just working their way back onto site. And P1 back at the middle of the map will be respawning soon. Fisher currently in control of that area. Looking to just keep picking up more points here. Nobody currently on the point. But now they lock it down. Huskies push in. For now, they have control, but it is contested. Lucasi takes out Scuba. And yeah, this is just Fisher. Dominating in tight spaces has been their thing so far this game. Just absolutely keeping Huskies off the point, especially in these smaller areas of the map. Close corners, things like that. Seems like the Huskies are having issue actually, catching them out and getting the kills they need to get onto the site. Lucasi on a 5K streak. Probably has the cruise missile selected. We'll see if that winds up being part of Fisher's strategy for the rest of the game here, but Fisher currently at 200 points, the Huskies at 30. We'll see if the Huskies can find a way to bounce back here. Clutch Rust does get taken down. Lucasi going to hold this point to completion. Huskies currently in control of P2. They need to keep people on the site. They need every single point they can get at this point. Try to force themselves back into this game. They have 2 players on the point right now. Lucasi looking for an angle. Here comes the cruise missile. This is going to be big for Fisher. This is going to give them information on where the Huskies players are hiding. Should give them at least 1 kill as well. And Pinery is going to get taken down with a cruise missile. There's the value of your kill streaks right there in action for Fisher. And nobody on the site for Michigan Tech. Fisher can just walk right in. Seems like, David, they're starting to run out of time here. Any last-ditch strategies you think they might have up their sleeve, trying to get these last few points on the board at least?
I mean, after that last couple deaths, we can see what they can try to do here. We have everyone respawning and calling for kind of a mid group. Or actually going back to the next point here. So, I mean, they're doing a good job at getting those picks when they're rotating, especially with those last 2 that just happened. So, they can definitely make something up from that.
Yeah. And they are in a position to pick up some points here. Fisher having to take a long time to get to P3, or P2, excuse me. Huskies trying to get back on that point. Final few seconds beginning to tick down. They have 10 seconds left to get on this point before Fisher takes game 1. Twent goes for a last-ditch effort, not going to get it. Scuba almost gets there, but does fall. And now Fisher just 6 points away from winning this game. Huskies last-ditch push here by Pinery. They need this. Contesting the point for now. Does get taken down. Still contested. Twent tries to pick up more kills. It's not going to be enough. And that is going to be the game. Fisher takes game 1. Your final score is going to be 250 points for Fisher compared to 60 for the Huskies.
Tech was definitely still showing some merit there. I think they just struggled with those, like Fisher pushing all 4 at the same time.
Yeah.
They were really well organized with those pushes.
Yeah, it seems like Fisher had a lot more of a plan in place for their retakes than the Huskies did. And it's just because they kept getting killed at awkward times where it felt like they would be staying in spawn too long if they just stayed there and waited and tried to regroup for a push. And they just got caught in that trap where they just felt like they had to spawn rush over and over again. And It's a tough trap to get yourself out of, especially in Hardpoint. So we'll have to see if the Huskies can do better on map 2. It is going to be Search and Destroy, so we will get that game up for you in just a second. But if you're looking to spice up your style, University Images is your official headquarters for authentic Michigan Tech Huskies apparel. It's university owned, university operated. University Images located right here in the SDC, or go to bookstore.mtu.edu if you want to order online. They are carrying the Michigan Tech esports jersey, so if you want to pick up a jersey, support the program. We'd love to see you in it around campus as well. Feel free to stop by University Images and buy one of those. We are going to take a quick intermission as it looks like we have some player issues going into Game 2. So we will cut to a quick break and we'll be right back for Search and Destroy. Welcome back, everybody. Search and destroy time. As usual, we're going to be seeing S&D on Rio in this matchup. Michigan Tech going to start on the offensive side here, so let's see what they can do. But game one, obviously a pretty tough loss. Started making some progress there at the end of the game, but need to find a way to bounce back here. I guess any provisional advice you might have for the Huskies? Just looking to see how they can bounce back here in this game?
I mean, they saw how they were playing the first game, so there's definitely some things to reflect on. And what else can they do, really? It's just a live and learn moment.
Yeah.
As is any sport.
And Clutchroth's going to get just chased down there by the Fisher defense. And Fisher going to quickly take round one here. Huskies, they have been better on the defensive side, especially on Rio for Search and Destroy. So we'll see what they can do on defense here. Their positioning, their rotations have been pretty well timed. So let's see if that pattern can continue here. All right. Huskies now on the defensive spawn. The way this game works, for those of you who are not familiar, it's very similar to Valorant or CSGO. There are two sites which the attacking team is trying to plant the bomb on. They have to spend a few seconds actually planting it, and then if they do plant it, the defending team gets a chance to defuse. So right now, Fisher, snapping for Fisher, is going to be planting the bomb. And now that it's down, the remaining Tech players, so Scuba and Pinery, need to try to get back on that site and defuse it before the time runs out. And now it is just Pinery standing here. It is a 1v4, so a tall order here and does get taken down. Fisher takes round two.
Yeah, in the game mode, you can also just kill all 4 players.
Yeah. Yeah, if you kill all 4 of the enemy players, that's the round you win. Unless the bomb is currently planted and you need to defuse, but besides that. And it is first to 6 rounds, the best of 11 set. So Fisher currently a third of the way to taking this point in game 2. Reminder for those of you watching, we are going to have a post-game interview with one of the Call of Duty players, so be sure to stick around for that. Make sure to hang around and keep up with them. And we'll be going over the schedule for next week's esports broadcast as well at the end of today's stream. Huskies pushing towards the A site on offense here. Make some progress. Do take out Hunter. Desme is going to use Dead Silence. Going to try to sneak behind the Huskies here. Nice pickup there by Clutchruss. Gets 2 big kills. A 1v4 here for the Huskies. They get the plant down. Clutchruss is going to go down while trying to reload. There's the last Fisher player. The Huskies get him. 1 round there for Michigan Tech. Nice way to bounce back there after a rough start here in game 2.
So as COD has many different kinds of classes, do you know of any strategies that would really dominate like this?
As far as gunplay goes, I'm not familiar with a ton. To be completely honest, I haven't played a ton of Modern Warfare 3. I was much more of a Modern Warfare 2 player. So I think some metas have changed quite a bit in the year or so since I was really actively playing COD. But still, this is something where it seems like they're favoring slightly longer range weapons here. I'm not seeing the exact same primary on every single player. So maybe a little bit of variance between SMGs and assault rifles here, but you're not going to see like an LMG or a sniper come out in this level. Yeah. The way it usually works for COD is either one gun is insane or there's 3 or 4 that are kind of all floating like roughly top tier. And it looks like, yeah, we're seeing a couple of the same ones for the Huskies right now. Desme picks up the bomb for Fisher. It is currently a 1v3. Pinery does get 1 kill, so a 1v2 situation now. Going to run away, try to regen some health here. Make this a little bit of an easier fight. Lucasi chasing down Pinery. Will he find the last standing player for Michigan Tech? Bomb is being planted for Fisher, trying to force Pinery on a clock here. They know where he is. Gets taken down. Fisher gets that important round, making it 3-1. Huskies, for now, not able to tie it up. We'll see what they can do back on offense. I will say, as far as secondaries have gone, I've seen the Renetti more than anything else. Like, I think that might just be the universal pick for secondary weapons, but for primaries...
Because it's automatic, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Just having an auto pistol you can just use if you run out of ammo is huge. Especially because usually when you run out of ammo, when you're using SMGs and assault rifles, it's going to be at close range, so you're not worried about recoil or anything like that.
Yeah.
So. Trophy system goes down and immediately winds up justifying its existence by catching a grenade. So nice play there, I believe, by Scuba. Snapping gets a lot of damage done, but able to get away for now. Fisher trying to hold control of this B site. The Huskies, Clutch Russ with the bomb, has not committed to either site quite yet, just sitting comfortably in between, waiting to see if they can get progress on either one. And slightly leaning A now, trying possibly to bait Fisher off-site. Pinery looking for a pick down that long lane on the outside of the map. Twent gets taken down. Nice trade there, though, by Pinery. Pinery showing up big in this game for the Huskies so far. Still a 3v3, 30 seconds left. Huskies need to plant. And currently, B-site's wide open. Clutch Russ, does he know he needs to get the bomb down before this clock hits 0? But now Fisher's had time to make a push. Will they spot Scuba going for... Or Clutch Russ, excuse me, going for the plant. He does get the bomb down, but does get taken out. Scuba, big trade, but immediately traded right back. 2v1 here. Pinery, the last player standing, and does get killed. Fisher with plenty of time to defuse. Will make it 4 rounds to 1, 2 away from locking up S&D. There was a lot to like that round.
Yeah, they had quite a bit of success playing more passive, but I think that might have been their downfall in the end, kind of backing off.
Well, it's something where I don't think Fisher realized until it was too late that they had everybody off of the B site, but then Clutch Russ was like, no, there's no way the site's wide open. Like, yeah. I definitely can't plant right now, which, unfortunately, he would have been able to plant and get away, but just expecting Fisher to have somebody lurking on site, and it just didn't wind up happening that time, so tough break there for MTU, but now back on defense. Fisher has left the bomb and spawn. We'll see if that winds up mattering here for them. Lucasi drops a trophy system, quickly takes out Twent. But Hunter and O'Snappin both down for Fisher. A 1v2 situation. Scuba and Clutch Russ both standing for Michigan Tech, trying to take their second round here off of Lucasi. Let's see if they can do it. Scuba holding B site right now. Lucasi might want to run back and grab bomb now, try to get a sneaky plant. Scuba gets lit up. Lucasi going to chase and pick up the kill. Final player now is Scuba for Michigan Tech. Can he hold off this push? 50 seconds on the clock. Lucasi is going to run back and grab bomb. And now appears to be going for the A site. Lucasi 5-1 in this game so far. Looking to make it 6-1 and put the 5th round on the board for Fisher. Meanwhile, Scuba waiting in the wings, trying to get this last kill, keep the Huskies in this game. 1v1 situation, the bomb is down. Scuba knows where it is, knows it's on A site. Needs to spot Lucasi, get the kill, and get the defuse before that clock at the top of your screen hits 0. Scuba playing slow, doesn't want to make a ton of noise, checking every angle, but eventually gonna need to make a mad dash for it. This is a good spot to peek. Gets the kill on Lucasi, has time to defuse. Scuba, a huge round there for Michigan Tech, keeping them alive in search and destroy. It is now 4 rounds to 2. Huge work there by Scuba.
I almost wonder if that dropping bomb was intentional there, because you saw Fisher going all out in there beginning of the round.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something where they just decided they wanted to be super aggressive and didn't want to lose the bomb in case it failed, or if it was just unintentional and maybe when they got up there and realized they didn't have it, they just said, screw it, let's see what happens. But Michigan Tech able to take advantage. A big time sink there for Fisher. Screws up their rotations, and now the Huskies are round closer to bringing themselves back in this game. Huskies on offense, they're going for an all-out push on A by the looks of it. Only one player here for Fisher right now. Pinery lurking in spawn, hoping to bait a kill. We'll see if it works. And almost took out O-Snap and just needed one more headshot there. Huskies getting very aggressive. They do plant the bomb. Nice kill there as well. Twent trying to pick up a kill, sitting in garage with Scuba. Or Clutch Russ, excuse me. But time ticking away. The final player left. It's just Desme for Fisher. Huskies looking to string multiple rounds together here. And Desme going to run back and reevaluate this. Needs to be close. Big kill there for Michigan Tech. 4 rounds to 3. It's a 1-round game.
Huskies doing a good job at making sure that that tempo is really being used. 1 round can really be the difference in any kind of like game.
Yeah, just got hyper aggressive there. Wound up being huge for Michigan Tech.
For sure.
Alrighty. Going into round number 8. Michigan Tech looking for a way to tie this game up. They are on the defensive side, looking to string 3 rounds together in a row. Clutch Rush gets taken down. SMG goes down. Twent and Scuba pick up 2 big kills. We are in a 2v2. Twent, the final player now remaining for the Huskies, trying to get the plant down. Fisher players coming up. Spot him, get the kill. And now, Michigan Tech, in a match point situation, need to win 3 consecutive rounds to get themselves their first game win. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, they've seen what they can do with those past 2 rounds, winning 2 in a row. So maybe they can sure get it done.
All right. Here we go. Michigan Tech on offense. Need a big round win here. Twent picks up the bomb. They are going the long lane with the bomb. Will they circle back to B, or are they going to try to make a push here? Scuba and Lucati both drop trophy systems. Scuba almost gets killed. Needs to slow down a little bit here. Oh, Snappin' does get taken out, though. Clutch Rush traded. 3v3 spot here. And Huskies possibly looking for a B push here. Twent with the bomb. Pinery trying to bait a kill on the A site. Lucati pushing up spots. Twent, that is bad news for the Huskies. Bomb left out in the middle of the openest lane on the map. Lucati almost goes down as well, but Scuba not able to finish the kill. Huskies need to find a way to get some crafty kills here, and the clock is not working in their favor at the moment. Pinery and Scuba, the final 2 players from Michigan Tech left. They need to play safe here, need to play conservative. Scuba's going to go down, just Pinery in a 1v3. This is match point. Does find the bomb, though. That is big. Picks up a kill, gonna run away. I believe has a clean plant on A site if he goes right now. It's gonna be a close call. Hunter picks it up. 20 seconds left. Will Pinery spot Hunter here? Running back to B site. Is it a double bluff here from Pinery? Is a risky call. 15 seconds to go. 2 Fisher players still alive. The clock running down. Pinery didn't have the bomb. And that is gonna be it. Tried to bait a kill. I think I saw Scuba picked up the bomb and misread it, so my apologies there, folks. But Fisher is going to take this S&D game. The final score is 6 rounds to 3, but the Huskies made it very interesting there late. Picked up back-to-back rounds when it looked like things were getting dire, and all of a sudden, Michigan Tech in a good-looking spot to make a push there in S&D. Unfortunately, falls just a little bit short, and they are going to have to make a move on control.
I know, that was still very exciting to watch, especially with those 2 back-to-back rounds. And
For sure.
Those 2v1 situations that were very close in favor of MTU. But anyway, it's still exciting to watch all of this.
Yeah, I mean, really, the scoreboard does not make it look super close, but Michigan Tech built up a lot of tension there late. Against a lot of teams, you're going to start to see a lot of big cracks there. Yeah. And Fisher was starting to feel it. Like, those were getting down to low player count situations. It's not like Fisher was just steamrolling them round after round. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of really close rounds there. Rounds that, if you can just get 1 or 2 more things to go your way, look a lot better for Michigan Tech. They could have won that game. Yes, that was a really strong performance there for the Huskies. And we're going to see how they perform on Game 3. It is going to be control points, excuse me. And we will be back with that in just a little bit as we get the lobby set up. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Map 3, match point here for Fisher. Huskies need to win 3 games in a row to take this series home, but we are going to be doing a round of control points here on Invasion. For those of you not familiar with the Invasion game mode, there's 2 control points. Fisher is the attacking team and Michigan Tech is defense. Fisher is trying to build up progress, just holding the points uncontested. They are currently working against the clock right now, which is 1 minute and 17 seconds. More time will get added when they capture the first point. If they capture both, they win the round. Additionally, both teams have 30 total respawns they get over the course of this entire game. If you run out of lives, game over, your team loses. And so far, Fisher making a lot of progress at that B site. And they're going to try to lock this one up and give themselves additional time to take back that A point. Quickly winning there.
So Michigan Tech can only it can only pause the progress. It can't reverse it, right?
So you can see the wheel, like each control point wheel is split up into thirds. As long as they do not get to a complete third segment, then the Huskies are able to roll it back. Like you just saw on A side, they retook control, and since the Fisher team had not gotten to the full like 1/3 mark, the Huskies were able to roll it back. So every like third of the pie basically is like locked in for you.
Yeah.
And Michigan Tech only 1 life behind. Clutch Rush with a huge 5-kill streak here. Does have a cruise missile. Not going to be able to get it, though. So close to getting a big kill streak there for the Huskies. But now Fisher in control of the point. Slowly starting. Oh, no, excuse me. They are pushing the B site. They're not looking for A right now. 1 minute 30 on the clock for Fisher. They need to get on that point and lock it down here pretty soon. But right now, Michigan Tech holding the point well. Clutch Rush a big kill again. Off to a really nice start here for the Huskies. Michigan Tech only 2 lives, only 1 life behind Fisher. And the Falcons need an entire point worth of progress in the next minute 15.
Tech has been doing a great job at holding this between the sites area.
Yeah, they're playing really conservatively. They're not overstretching a ton. They're not getting taken out a ton. They're keeping the life total in balance. They're keeping time ticking away. This is exactly what you want to see on defense for control point. This is the first real opportunity for Fisher since they've taken that B point. They have an open lane onto A. Oh, not able to get the kill there for Twent. That's a big result there for the Falcons, now starting to tick away on that point. And Twent gets taken down on the retake attempt. Bad news here for the Huskies. They need to get back on that site. Lucasi gets a big kill there for Fisher. And now just 7 lives left for the Huskies as they get into desperation mode. A kill there for Hunter. Final 6 lives now. And the point 2/3 progress now for Fisher. The time has stopped while they're actively trying to control a point. Clutch Rush needs to get onto site here and make a big kill. Gets 1. Site is currently contested. Oh no, Huskies gonna start rewinding the clock here. Take some time off of the Fisher point. And now Desmay stuck in this closet trying to get out and force the point to become complete. Let's see if it happens. Clutch Rush, big kill there. 8 lives to 5. This is by far the closest round of control points the Huskies have played so far. 25 seconds to go. Fisher trying to hold on. Scuba drops the trophy system on the control point. 20 seconds left. Fisher needs to make this push without nades now. 15 seconds. They're currently in control. Pinery needs this kill. Gets it! A huge kill there for Michigan Tech. Final few seconds tick down. Fisher back in control for now, and that is going to end it. Michigan Tech just barely ran out of lives there. Kept it close the whole way through. Very, very close to taking round 1 there against Fisher. This is a best-of-5 game mode, so first team to win 3 of these rounds wins the point. A lot to like there for the Huskies in round 1. By far the closest round of control we've seen from them this season.
Really an awesome show of how kills don't really matter in that situation, with them being down the majority of the time.
But the other thing that you're seeing is how much territorial control matters in this game mode.
For sure.
Because attempting to retake, you just kind of have to throw yourselves at the enemy defense. So when Michigan Tech was surrounding the A site and Fisher didn't have a way on, they were the ones throwing themselves at the site. They were the ones who were falling behind on the life count. Clutch Rush picking up first blood and 2 big kills there for the Huskies to start. But now it's something where once Fisher got on the point, the Huskies just had to throw themselves at the point and lost a ton of lives. They lost their leeway for the rest of the game. And that is what wound up being the difference for Fisher in round 1. But Huskies so far, keeping it close again, making progress on that A site. Usually the attacking team is going to have a disadvantage in the life count, so this is not to be unexpected. Hunter on a 5K, though. Will have a cruise missile pretty soon. Clutch Rust, big kill there. Pinery gets taken down. Huskies have made progress on both points, going for a lot more of a split approach. They just need to make sure they actually complete a point before the timer expires. But progress on both is good news, especially if they lock in this progress right here on B, which they will. But now 19 lives to 25, starting to get a little bit out of hand in Fisher's favor. Huskies might need to slow down, just try to find more conservative ways to make progress on these points. Pinery, big kill there, and nobody in the area for Fisher. This could lock up the point for Michigan Tech. One kill there for O'Snappin, 2 kills for O'Snappin, and now Pinery, the lone player sitting on site, gonna need to try to make this push. Gets spotted sitting on top of the trash can, and O'Snappin, a huge solo push there, picking up 3 kills for Fisher. Gonna be the difference, keeping Tech away from securing extra time for now. And the life count disparity almost 10 lives apart. Huskies still making good progress. But now the Fisher defense picking them up. Doing a good job of playing defense on both sites, making sure the Huskies don't have an easy way onto either site. Let's see if they can do something now, though. They have 3 players running towards A. Can they lock up this site? Clutch Rust and Scuba trying to hold A. Making progress now. Only 8 lives left for Michigan Tech, 21 in favor of Fisher. Scuba does get taken down. Lucasi almost dies first at 33 HP remaining. So close, but now Huskies making progress at B. It's only 7 seconds left. They cannot afford to lose a point. And unfortunately, exactly that happens. Final push here, 3 seconds left. Need to stay alive. Can they keep on? 2 seconds to go. They need to hold this point. They cannot lose this point. They will lose the game. 3 lives left. All right, 3 lives to go, but they have added extra time to the clock. They have a minute to find a way onto B site. All 3 living players for Michigan Tech on their last lives. Clutch Rust, Scuba, and Pinery. Pinery goes down. Final 2 players now for the Huskies. Very tall order here. 40 seconds to go. Need to find a way onto A site. Clutch Rust needs to work through the entire map to get there in time. Now the last living player. Does take out 1, but now they know where he is. And unfortunately, the melee kill will not come through. Fisher now forcing series point in Game 3. But the Huskies have made both of these rounds of control very interesting. I would not be surprised if Invasion is their control point pick for the rest of the season at this point. In comparison to what they've been doing on their other maps for control point, this is significantly better.
What do you think of the Husky strat of trying to take both sides at the same time?
Early game, I think it's a good move, especially if you can lock in progress on both. It means that when you get to the point where there's only 1 site left on the map, it's a lot less time you need to actively hold it. And when the defense for Fisher is spread out like this, early on, it's something where you can take advantage and it can work out really well for you. Scuba trading there with Hunter. Michigan Tech again on defense. So far, Fisher has not elected to take progress on either point. I'd expect that to change here, though. Looks like they have an open lane onto A. Clutch Rust trying to counter. Does get taken down there. Scuba hucks a nade. Might have gotten some damage there, but not much else. Hunter drops a trophy system on A site. And now the Falcons looking to just lock up as much of A as they can right now. O'Snappin looking for a flank play. Does get taken down by Scuba. Nice work there for the Huskies. Fisher at 2/3 progress now. Clutch Rust does get a kill, but gets taken down. Hunter, the last player standing on the site, and thus Fisher progress continues. Very close to capturing A here. Probably just going to elect not to peek, and exactly that will happen. Fisher takes the A point. 2 minutes on the clock. The entire game now focused around the B site. Huskies only 3 lives behind. Not a massive lead here for Fisher, but need to start picking up convenient kills where they can find them. Lucasi takes out Pinery there. Nice kill by Twent. Life total 20 to 17. Time likely not going to be the deciding factor in this game. The Huskies need to make a comeback in that life counter to slow down the Fisher offense. Chip shot damage there by Scuba. Does get taken down, though. Nice kill there by Lucasi. Twent tries to outrun the bullets there, not going to work. And now Husky starting to get cornered. Clutch Russ gets a big kill. The life difference is now currently 2. Make it 1. Husky's playing really solid defense so far, not giving up a ton of progress on the point. Now a minute to go on the clock. I said time likely would not be a factor, but it's slowly starting to become one here. Only 1 life behind Fisher. 13 to 12. Lucasi, good kill there on Scuba. Gonna help the Fisher point here. Pinery has a trophy system up in that window, hoping to deter any grenades. Don't want to get killed by surprise. Big kill there from Pinery, keeping the point progress low. 30 seconds to play here. Fisher in a little bit of trouble, need to completely capture B, and the life pool is tied. 20 seconds to go. Lucasi looking for a push. All the Michigan Tech players there waiting. Desmate takes a lot of damage. 12 seconds to go. The progress begins for Fisher. A lot of players here for Fisher. Scuba gets taken down. 5 lives to go for Michigan Tech. Progress beginning. They need to get this retake. Oh, big kill there. Clutch Russ gets the trait, though. MTU out of respawns. Just Scuba and Twent. Fisher making progress. They need these kills. Last player standing is Twent. 12 seconds to go, and that is going to do it. Fisher, 3 tough rounds for them there, but do wind up taking control points 3 to none and wind up completing the sweep against Michigan Tech. And that is going to do it for this game. We do have a post-game interview, but I mean, I've been saying it a lot. I know 3-0 as your match result is not an exciting thing to see, but Tech, especially Search and Destroy and control points, kept it very interesting there.
Yes, for sure. I really like the control point, and I think Tech did a very good job on defense. And I think that is definitely their specialty. And they almost had control of, I would say, almost half the game for those last 2.
Yeah, they had a couple of opportunities there where they were able to hold down these points for like a minute and a half. And in a lot of games, that will be enough for you to win. It's just Fisher, some really nice late retakes there. So, unfortunate way to end the night for the Huskies, but a lot of good things to come home with.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a post-game interview in just a bit. We'll see you back for that. Welcome back, everybody. Post-game interview time, and I am joined by an old caster friend. Welcome back to the booth, Danny. How's it going?
Oh, it is going great. It is so much fun playing on the team now instead of just being up here in the booth. Don't get me wrong, I love it up here. I miss it a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, playing in the game is a little bit more important, I think, right?
It's so much fun.
But I mean, obviously, 0-3 on the scoreboard there doesn't feel great, but a lot of massive progress for you guys in that game, especially against a team like Fisher. Really solid performance in S&D, and then in control points especially looked really good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. This is probably one of the best controls we've ever played this year.
Yeah.
Just everything was working. We had some really, really good holds, but that Fisher team they put in some good work and they broke us off. Respect to them. Also, those guys were some really good guys. I don't know if you guys ever heard any of the game chat, but they were hyping us up and we were hyping them up. It was just a really good game. Yeah, that 0-3 doesn't feel good, but we were looking at all the positives from this map, and we're going to just take all the positives and work on those negatives.
Yeah, and I mean, a big thing, I want to kind of stay focused on the control point map for now, because a big thing that kept happening on high rise that we kept seeing was just like getting spawn trapped, like you just can't get out. So
Yeah.
that's less of a thing on Invasion. So do you think that this is going to be a map that you try to mix more into your map pool going forward, especially for control?
Most definitely. A lot of our guys feel a lot more comfortable on Invasion. High rise was just like a bad poll. I think a lot of the times the other teams were picking those maps. It does go back and forth between who picks the map after somebody bans it. So it's kind of a luck of the draw there, because there's some maps we really, really don't want to play, and then there's some maps we really want to play, and it's just kind of a toss-up sometimes.
And then going into next week, you have another bye. And then after that, you're playing Clark on the 24th. So just 3 games left in the season here, including the Clark game. Going into this bye, are you focused more on Clark in particular, or you think just trying to find a way to wrap up the season well?
We're trying to wrap up the season well, kind of salvage some of the toughness that we've had going forward. Yeah, we're kind of excited for this bye week. It'll be nice to take a little breather, focus on what we really need to. But it is going to be sad missing out on some games, so we'll probably end up doing some scrimmages. Just keep us in that mindset.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming back up to the broadcast booth and saying hi. I guess anything
course.
else you want to say before we get signed off here?
I mean, I've got to thank my friends and my family for supporting me on the way here. And then also, like, it has been a phenomenal journey coming from the caster here and just being part of the esports program all the way down to playing. I love these guys. I love those guys. It's a great program.
Well, former caster turned player Pinery, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Coming up next for Michigan Tech Esports, no more streams for the rest of the week. Then on Tuesday, currently the Rocket League match is scheduled to conflict with the Valorant match against the University of Toledo. Both games actually against Toledo. So you'll either have Rocket League or Valorant on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We'll keep you posted on which one of those you're going to see on the broadcast. And then on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we're going to have the Overwatch team taking on Rowan University. And then, of course, the bye week for Call of Duty.
Of course, of course.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to our sponsors for helping us to bring this stream to you. I've been Scrimby. I was joined earlier by David, and now I'm joined by the one and only Pinery. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Go Huskies.